What motivated you to send your child to this camp?
Well, we saw Professor Mike Bedell at Markham Stouffville Hospital speak about the camp last year at Diabetes Week, and it sounded really great. And Ben loves sports, so we thought it would be really good to send him to a camp that has sports and also a clinic to monitor his diabetes, so he could go and play, and I wouldn't have to worry about him going low or any problems with his diabetes, and he could just go and have fun.
What do you hope your child will learn at this camp?
I'm hoping that he'll learn a little bit more how to manage his diabetes on his own and how to eat healthier. Also, basketball skills too, because he thinks he's really going to improve for next year.
We've got two children in the camp. One has type 1 diabetes, one does not. And the one who has type 1 diabetes, I think, has been affected in a very positive way to assess what she currently does to manage her blood sugar and to feel more of a part of a community than she usually does. Our older daughter is just really enjoying the entire experience, and she's here as a sister, not as a caregiver, which is a nice change for her. Our youngest, who has type 1 diabetes, has had very good habits reinforced by being among a peer group that share the condition.
How has this camp helped you manage diabetes?
I guess it's helped me understand how my own body responds to activity, and also I think it's helped a lot of the younger kids too.
Why did you come to this camp?
Well, I wanted to experience to meet new kids at diabetes camp because I wanted to make new friends with diabetes, because mostly when I'm at my hospital to get my checkups, I only see kids with other diabetes. So,
What do you like best about this camp?
well, all the counselors are really funny and they have great games and experience new soccer skills.
What do you like best about this camp?
I like learning new games, and I like being with people who have diabetes.
What have you learned here?
I've learned new games, and I've learned about what to do before a soccer game and before you're active.
Is soccer your favorite sport?
Yes,
Will you continue playing soccer when camp is over?
definitely.
How has this camp helped you manage diabetes?
It's helped me manage diabetes because I get ideas from some of my new friends and counseling.
It's really important for kids with diabetes to actually meet other kids with diabetes and see how they manage sports, hypoglycemia, hyperglycemia. It's absolutely critical to their success in managing their own diabetes and knowing they're not alone. It's important for kids to see how the friends they meet at camp, how they deal with a low blood sugar. Do they adjust their insulin? Are they checking more frequently? Are they carving up or taking extra food in to help deal with low blood sugars? I'm very lucky, as well as just being the mom of 2 kids here at camp. I'm actually the camp nurse as well and volunteer here, and I've been helping Medtronic in their role because we're doing a study using sensors or continuous glucose monitoring technology.
This is the first time I tried out the sensor. I've never tried it out before. And the sensor helps a lot because whenever I have a low blood sugar, it just beeps, and that helped me control my blood sugar. So I'm going to try the sensor at home now.
I work with the basketball varsity players, actually. I don't really teach basketball because that's not what I'm here for. I'm there for the diabetes kids to help them learn how to manage their diabetes while playing sports and in their day-to-day life.
Do you find that kids with diabetes have greater challenges with sports, and what kind of challenges?
They definitely do, but it's something that's manageable. One of the things is that your blood sugar goes really out of whack when you're playing sports, and so it's something you really need to keep an eye on. And so training the kids to test their blood sugar often and how to treat different levels of lows and highs is something that's really effective because it keeps them in the game and stops them from having to take time out all the time.
Do you find that this camp helps kids with diabetes overcome these challenges, and how?
It definitely does, especially because a lot of these kids, when they play sports, they're playing with all kids that aren't diabetic, so they don't have anybody who's been through it and who's learned how to control their highs and lows and how to control their insulin levels and all that kind of stuff. So they're able to ask questions and they're able to learn from older people who have gone through it and are able to watch out for them while they're trying new strategies.
Do you find that kids with diabetes have greater challenges with sports, and what kind of challenges?
They do have challenges, but compared to most kids, they're just like everybody else, except for that they have to take more breaks because they have to take their dextrose pills, their tabs, test themselves. and stop. Other than that, it's pretty normal.
Do you find that this camp helps kids with diabetes overcome challenges?
Yes, definitely. We have diabetes counselors with diabetes that help them all the time. We're always showing kids like Luca what to do, and the rest of us are very compensating for everybody with diabetes.
I